Before the video starts, guys, we stream on Twitch. You didn't know I had a Twitch? Well, that's because a lot of you guys didn't. Go ahead, go follow my Twitch. We're streaming almost every day after this semester, and it's just, let's kind of get it to 300 followers. That would be amazing. It's already at 211. What's that? You don't like Twitch? Well, neither did I at first, but we simulcast on Moliminous Speaks, which you guys can go sub to as well if you just love YouTube gaming. Anyways, back to the video. What is up, Pony Nation? My name is Faith or Moliminous, as you guys probably well know, and Generation 5, it's closer than we probably like to think. Yes, Generation 5 of My Little Pony will change everything, and I do mean just about everything, down to the characters, to the places, to the way magic even works. The target audience is now different. It's no longer kids, it's going to probably be preteens and young adults. That's gonna be fun. However, not everything is looked at as being a favorable change. If you look at the new designs, which we've briefly talked about, but we've never actually given it its own video, and I've kind of put it off until I could get as much information as possible and compile my thoughts. I had to kind of put this video out there now. It doesn't look like any new information is going to come out. It doesn't look like anything new is going to be leaked. So it looks like from these concepts, and keep in mind these are just concepts, but a lot of concepts that we've seen have stuck true to how it's at least done in season 1. If you look at the original season 1 concepts done by Faust, they're pretty spot on with how the show is. Now, it looks like Twilight Sparkle is no longer going to be an alicorn. But not only is she not going to be an alicorn, she's no longer going to be a unicorn. That is now passed on to Fluttershy, who now is the unicorn along with Rarity. We don't see any concepts for Rainbow Dash or Pinkie Pie, but it looks like, I mean, I would be safe in saying that it probably would appear that Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash are going to be Pegasi. I only say that because if they're willing to change Twilight structure so much, they'd probably be willing to change Rainbow Dash. However, if you look, the 4 concepts of Applejack, Fluttershy, Rarity, and Twilight, they're all in 2s. You have 2 Earth ponies and you have 2 unicorns, so it makes sense that they'll probably have, again, 2 Pegasi. So the ones that we can't see, I'm going to assume are going to be Pegasi though. So Rainbow Dash doesn't change that much. But what about Twilight? Well, this changes quite a bit. Twilight is no longer going to be an element of magic, if there's even going to be elements in this world. She's no longer going to be a magical prodigy. She can't just use a spell to get out of everything. She can't use that as her Mary Sue powers. Now, maybe she's still studious, maybe she's still tech savvy, maybe she's just all around now an engineer or something like that. But she's not going to be using magic. She doesn't have a horn. So this is a fundamental shift to a large part of the show that we've grown up loving. And here's the issue. I know a lot of people would rather see new casts of characters than to see them change what we've already grown to love into this. Now, I'm interested in to see how this plays out. This could be really great. This could be awful. But if the little backgrounds or anything to go off of and the little scenery that we get to see, this could be really cool. Now, it seems like the art style is shifting a lot. Like the Applejack one looks far more reminiscent of like an older generation of pony, while the Fluttershy one looks damn near Eastern in its design. Rarity obviously reminds me of something like Nightmare Rarity, and maybe that's just because she's so sketchy, but it looks like her horn even has a diamond shape underneath the base of it, and just kind of reminds me of like a helmet or something like that. It's just got a very, like, the curls in her hair in itself are just massive. Like, she just has this very, very large figure to her. Twilight is obviously almost in like another different art style. It almost feels like these aren't necessarily the art style choices, but 4 different art style choices that they're hammering out. I doubt that they'll go with the Applejack one, as it seems a little bit too dated, but it is one that I guess they're considering. Another thing is, it does look like they're fundamentally changing cutie marks. They used to come in all 3s. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Brony Notion even made a video about this actually, where he addresses that cutie marks happen to almost always universally come in threes. There are some exceptions, but the large majority of them come in threes. With this, it looks like they have one large cutie mark on their flank, right? And then it seems like a lot of the times they have 3 variations of their cutie mark in their hair. Now, in the Applejack one, it looks like they have 6 because it's 3 in the tail, 3 in the ponytail. But with Fluttershy, it seems like she only has 3 in her hair. And that's only on the 2 designs, but it looks like something that they're playing around with. The one large cutie mark seems to be representative through all the different art style choices though here. So it seems like that's something that they're going to go ahead and do. Now, another thing here that we should take into consideration with Generation 5 is that it's going to span across multiple worlds. We may not actually be interacting with Twilight Sparkle all that much. In fact, while it says that it's going to contain the main 6, these notes that we have, it doesn't necessarily mean that the main 6 will be the main 6 anymore. They may not be the main people that we follow. This could be the opportunity to really branch out and flush out the world of Equestria, this new world. Because it's going to take place across, ironically, multiple worlds. World for each race. And again, this is just working constructs. Like, none of this is set in stone. I do believe these are the directions that they're heading from. These are what they're talking about. And it's to the point where they're actually making mock-ups of it. So at least there's some commitment to the ideas. They're already rearranging budgets to fit this. So they're going to do Generation 5. That is not up for debate. They've already sacrificed millions of dollars into going ahead and saying, yes, this is how we're going to do it. This is our schedule. This is our production schedule. Generation 5 is a thing. Because they're not going to sacrifice the budget of a multi-million-dollar movie and then follow through on Generation 5. It's just not going to happen. Now, that being said, it's easy to look at this and be scared of change. We've known these characters for so long, and to see such fundamental shifts in some of them, such as Fluttershy and Twilight Sparkle, that's going to be jarring. That's going to take getting used to. But at the same time, again, these characters now will be able to have far greater depth to them. So they may lose some superficial things about them, but because of the new targeted demographic being older and them being able to probably ditch that Y7 rating, this means that they will be able to probably give these characters realer personalities. I don't think they're going to go into anything too complex or anything, but if you look at stuff that Steven Universe has done, stuff that other stuff like Star Versus has done, they have the capacity, like these writers that are in the industry for these type of shows have the capacity to write amazing stories and develop amazing characters. And I don't believe, I may clown on the writers for MLP every now and again. You know, I certainly do. I do take the piss out of them. I meme, you know, sometimes we get offended. Biggest shit. But I fully believe that they're 100% capable of making some amazing stories and making some amazing character development. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think down in the description. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section, because this is going to be a little bit hard to get used to. No matter how open you are, it's going to be weird to see. But we have like 2 years to get used to it. Welcome to 2018, by the way. Happy New Year's. New year, new memes. There is also probably a discussion that could almost warrant its own video. Where is this show going to air? If it's going to air on the Hub, it's going to be the only show that would probably have above a Y rating. Maybe they have some shows that are PG, perhaps, but I don't think they do. The Hub is Hasbro's thing, or Discovery Family rather, is Hasbro's thing, which they're still paying off. So I don't think they're going to move one of their most profitable shows, besides like Transformers, off of the station. But are they going to keep such an? If it's going to target a different demographic, are they going to keep it on there? Are they going to license it out? it's interesting because I know a lot of people only keep the certain cable packages they have just for that. I know I do. I only keep because I use PlayStation View, and I only keep the premium package just so I can have Discovery Family, because everything else is in the basic. That's also a problem with it. MLP has always been hindered its growth because it's in different cable packages that require a lot of extra payments. So, that's something interesting to think about. Anyways, guys, I've been Faith and Moliminous. Smash that like button if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.